Sitting with Kelowna Mayor Tom Dias for our monthly get-together. Good morning, Tom. Thanks for making time for us again, as usual.
Good morning, Wayne, and good to see you.
I want to talk housing first of all, and a housing report or an immigration report that came out through the Thompson-Okanagan Tourist Association. A regional study, I understand, but Kelowna being the largest community, the face of that organization, if you will. Migration into the city is still strong, but within the country, we're actually losing people. More people are leaving Kelowna to go to other provinces than are coming to the region from other provinces. 700 and some odd was the last figure, yearly figure that we lost, and normally it's about a 3,000 or 4,000 resident gain. That's going to be of some concern.
The report itself, which I have viewed and read, and states with respect to the individuals why they are potentially looking at leaving the province as a whole, housing, employment, different levels of acceptance with regards to services, is on a provincial level. And when we looked at what is happening within our community, and when we looked at what is happening within Kelowna, there is still substantial growth that is happening within this community. It's been over 8% since 2022, 2023, and the amount of people who are moving here is still substantial. The growth rate that we have with regards to our housing and the availability of housing, our vacancy rate is increasing. I think, but there is still notable concerns that we have. We need, and that was one of the reasons why we looked at establishing that economic prosperity task force, because we can look at saying, okay, we're going to make certain that we meet and surpass our housing targets. We're going to do our best to allow the community to be as safe as possible. But we need to continue to maintain employment opportunities here. We are creating events, as you know, with the many events that we're bringing to our community, so that there is shoulder season activity happening outside of the normal tourism timeframe that people are here. So we looked at what we are able to do as a municipality, and the big part of that is making certain that we're able to bring economic prosperity in one way or fashion to this community. And we'll continue to advocate for that. And through the meetings that we'll have with the Economic Prosperity Task Force, look at opportunities. And we are having some of those discussions right now. Some of those discussions are happening around YLW and its East Lands, what we're able to look at bringing to those particular areas, and is there interested parties who are looking at establishing manufacturing work opportunities within this community. And we're going to continue to do that. But I think what we did is we took the information from the report itself and said, okay, what can we actually try to work towards and advance within this community, recognizing that we are still one of the fastest growing communities in Canada, and people are still wanting to come to this community. So the numbers get a little bit skewed by some of the other communities within that region, and potentially they're not experiencing the same level of growth from an economic standpoint, from a business standpoint, or from a resident standpoint. But we are collectively all in this together, so we need to continue to do our part.